Well, if you clicked on this one, how we doing? Are you feeling okay? Listen, this is a safe space, okay? This is a safe space, and I promise you, I'm not here to jump on you. I'm not here to bully you. I'm not anything. This is a safe space to be, well, chopped. So, there has been this resurgence / like constant use of this word of somebody being chopped. For a lot of us, it's like our greatest fear to hear that we're chopped, but also like if you're a real one, like you know when you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some mornings, when you are like, you wake up in the morning, you check your front camera and you're like, oh, like that type of shit. Especially like the Snapchat camera, because why is the Snapchat camera? I know my big ass age using Snapchat. It's like a cringe and a half, but like, best camera, honey, best one to ever do it. But, if you open the Snapchat camera and you look bad, damn, you like look bad for real, because the Snapchat camera is always like so charming, so beautiful, nice rack, like you look beautiful when you have that camera open. But like sometimes I swear you'll check that shit and it's like, even that's like baby, I gotta let you down easy. Like you are looking chopped today. The thing is, right? I think I was so obsessed for like the longest time of like always like leaving the house looking good, like waking up perfect, like every day I'm shaving, like I got razor bumps like motherfucker because I am shaving to the bone. Like I want to look like beauty filter IRL always, right? And there comes a time where you just accept that shit is not realistic. I will say though, in the summertime, oh my God, it is so easy. I low-key feel like you have no excuse to not like look incredible in the summer, because it is so easy to be like glowing, skin perfect, drink your water, eat your mangoes, eat your fruits, whatever. You wake up, you got that beautiful scent, like everything. The second that it hits fall, oh honey, it starts to get a little scary. It starts to, shit starts creeping up. You got to get that Carmex out, you got to like get that lotion out, get all the shit out. Your hair starts looking a little fucked up, like everything. You're like, oh shit. By the time winter comes around, I am lucky if I look good 1 to 2 days of the week. And that is effort. The motherfucking buffer things that people like buff out like walls and shit. I feel like I need to get a buffer out. I gotta pray a little bit, meditate, run some incense in the house, light a candle, 2-hour everything shower. I have to switch up the hair regimen. I gotta put so much chapstick on that I got Vaseline ring up to my nose. Girl, I gotta pluck my nose hairs, like everything, right? And I still look all right. It is so, so, so hard to not be chopped physically sometimes. Even the most beautiful, conventionally attractive person in the world has a chopped day, and maybe a chopped couple days. It comes in waves, right? Nothing is like that confidence boost of when you get either new clothes, you shave, or you like get a haircut. When you get a haircut, oh honey, my shit don't stink for a couple days. Like, because something about getting a haircut, it just like transforms everything. Haircut, like everything is just perfect again. And truly, like, I'm due for one. So, I start like getting judgmental on other things. I'm like, okay, let me make sure my style up, because the face card is declining and the hair card is declining and girl, I smell like shit. It's like everything's fucked up. Well, let me make sure I got that shit on. Like it is constantly like at levels or at war with yourself. The older you get, the harder it is to literally be looking on some like perfection beauty filter shit. That is just the truth. It is so fucking hard the older we get to like achieve that like effortless beauty shit. What's crazy is I wasted all those years of like looking effortless by sitting in the house and playing fucking Minecraft. What the fuck? I know I couldn't get in the bars at 17, 18, 16, but oh my God, I should have been like at least walking the streets a little bit more. Like I should have been like, like I should have been like trying to get some, because now it's like when I want it, or when you want to, have everybody looking at you or you go in public or whatever, it's like, damn, it's like, is today going to be a good day or not? And what's crazy is like back then, my regimen was shit. Girl, what regimen? Baby, there is no regimen. There is no plan. Like I literally was doing like face wash, like Neutrogena, like barely any of it. I was using at one point Axe 3-in-1 body spray, bullshit. Like my toothbrush was still singing the Touch Tunes songs. Like I didn't give a fuck about all that shit.
you know, I was shampooing and conditioning my hair every day to the point that I looked like Stuart Little, like an extra, because my hair was flattened to my face. Where now, you know, everything has a fucking potion to it. It's like we got to have a couple days where we don't wash, do wash. It's a lot, Robin. Simply put, it's a lot, Robin. And, you know, I've entered this space and I'm trying to really get like comfortable with this, right? That it is almost better to let yourself be chopped. And I mean, chopped is not forever, right? But the acceptance of a chop, you got a lot better of a day ahead of you. When you wake up and you are beating yourself up and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to stay in bed all day. I feel like shit. I look like shit, whatever. I think you are 2 iced coffee / matchas away and a sunglasses out from looking and feeling way better than what you did in that moment. And now maybe, are you going to look the best you've ever looked? But so much of the equation is truly how we feel about ourselves. I have realized that on days that I feel like shit and days that I feel like my outfit looks like shit, I look like shit, my hair looks like shit, everything looks like shit, my skin's red, whatever. If I just decide to fake some confidence, I start getting compliments. Girl, I love your hair. Oh, your skin looks good. I'm like, no, the fuck it doesn't. But, you know, it's like, what am I going to say? You're lying? You know, it's like really, it is so crazy. When I decide that I'm going to turn ahead, I turn ahead. And it does not matter anything else, how I felt earlier that day or whatever. You know when we really pull it together? Weddings. Why the fuck when I go to a wedding, I look the best I've ever looked, and I could literally be eating Wendy's fries, like cheese all over my fingers, face broke out, hair look like shit, fucking sweatpants in the car. Give me 40 to 50 minutes in a hotel, a shower, and a freshen up and put my suit on, and honey, all of a sudden I am literally like GQ on legs. Like, I don't know what the fuck happens. I feel like we have no choice but to turn it out. And I feel like I always wonder that about people that are like touring. Because you know when you literally have like artists that perform 3 nights in a row? Okay, I would be thinking the first night you would look plucked and polished, and by that third night, oh my God, you'd look like hell froze over. I do not know how they channel it every night where they get like, actually a lot of times they look even better and more seamless by the end of the run. And it's like, if that were me, I'd be Febrezing those clothes. They'd smell like shit. Everything would be fucked up. But it's about that, like, it's not faked confidence, but it's like accessing that within yourself. Like, where is that space you go that is like literally a veil of confidence, a veil of like, I'm going to convince everybody in here that I'm not as chopped as I felt earlier. That is survival, honey. That is true survival. And not only that, I think it's like really, really powerful to know that like we have the ability to turn shit around for ourselves. I got into this a couple episodes ago, but the power of self-talk and like self-acceptance is literally like the biggest fucking game changer ever. And what I've realized is people love to downplay their shit. People love to downplay their shit. And when you're constantly surrounded by that, even if you don't identify with that, you will start downplaying your own self. It's like, oh, this old shirt. Oh, nobody give a fuck about this. Oh, I know I look a mess, but forget it, guys, whatever. So everybody in the room actually probably did not think you look like shit. But now that you said it, everyone's like, well, yeah, the hair could use a little work. You know what I mean? Because you put it out there. It's like, why are you setting your own trap? In a lot of ways, like, I have been catching myself in moments that I start like negatively speaking about myself. I have been very, very intentional lately, and I probably seem like I'm insane. But if I start saying like, I don't know, yeah, I mean, it's no big deal, I don't know, I will literally pause myself. It's that video of the dog getting carried out by security where he's like this. I will do that to myself, and I'm like, actually, I do know, and actually, it is a big deal. And you know what? Everybody around you starts perking up. 1, because they're probably like, damn, he forgot to take his meds today. But 2, because they're like, wait a minute, that is crazy. Why are you sitting here bashing on yourself? You know, and we're just so used to hearing that. And listen, here's the thing. It's okay to be your friend's therapist every now and then. But girl, sometimes when your friend starts going off on the, I don't know, I just feel gross today. I ain't going to say anything. I was like, yeah, you feel that way. I'm not going to be like, no, ooh, you look so good, queen. Like I will do that every now and then, but sometimes like you're just saying it, you know? Like that's for me. I'm not saying it because truly I have the worst day and I feel ugly and I feel this and I hate myself. It's like, no, truly I'm just saying it just to feel the like blank air in the room. I'm just being like, oh shit, I got a headache. I feel like shit today. I look like shit. Damn, I really don't know what the fuck I'm wearing today. You know, whatever. I'm not being like, I'm not doing that. I used to be like that. Y'all all know that one person that puts something on their story and they're like, anybody want to hang tonight? Lonely. HMU. Like, thank fuck. For most of us, we're out of that. But everybody knows that person that's still kind of stuck in that or still kind of in that ballpark. And you're like, oh my God, get up, sister, get up. Like, girl, get up. But like, when I insult myself, I'm truly not looking for a compliment. But the thing is, then what the fuck do I need to be doing it for? What the fuck do I need to be constantly? It's like acceptance is not meaning that you're like admitting it to the world. I am not going to tell y'all when I'm down unless we are very, very, very close, because I am a true believer that when you put your negative shit out there, that people can and will use that against you. And I am not saying that it's like that they are preying on your downfall or anything like that. I'm not one of those people, right? The girl where she's like, you got a lot of people in your corner and they're preying on your downfall.
There's some people that's in your circle that's telling you that they're your friends and they talking against your future.
Like, I'm not that person, but I will say, the more you unnecessarily air out your negative moments and your shit that you're going through, people will hold on to that and they will tell their mom about it. They'll tell other friends about it. Oh, hey, you're going through a bad day. That's okay. He felt ugly as fuck last week. Now, why am I in it? Now, why the fuck am I in it? Because I already forgot about that. I'm sure I felt ugly as fuck on Wednesday, but Thursday morning, I'm like, damn, good morning, Baltimore. I'm beautiful today. But on Wednesday, if I felt ugly and I told somebody about that, I got to be very selective of who I tell that to, because some people will air your shit out constantly. Honey, that was a moment of weakness. Keyword, a moment. Don't be labeling me some insecure, shaky, oh, he never knows anything. He doesn't know about himself. He has moments of, he just feel ugly all the time. No. We all have moments. But don't be, when somebody, I'm just going to say this, and I had this discussion a while ago. I had somebody that I was interested in, and I was talking to them. I feel like I'm airing shit out. I was like not giving like Wendy Williams right now, but like Wendy Williams. But I feel like I'm like airing shit out, right? But I had a talk with someone that I was interested in, and he told me, I just feel like you're like a really anxious person. Oh, honey. But don't do it. Don't label me a negative moment as my defining trait. Hell no. Do not say that he is anxious, he's insecure, he's whatever. Because if I am anxious or insecure for 1 hour, there is 23 hours that I am not that way. And just because I was real as fuck and bringing that to the table, like, I don't really know about this or I do this or whatever, it's like I have realized that I really need to keep that to myself a lot more, because people are constantly looking for the big truth. They're looking for validation and they're looking for permission to feel that way about themselves. So if somebody else that they either appreciate, look up to, respect, love also feels like shit, then they're like, you know what? I'm okay that I feel like shit. So I'm going to keep feeling like shit. I would rather talk about me overcoming those things. Now, in moments of weakness, I will definitely bring them to people, and that's fine. And I think it's really important to be open with people. That's a given, right? But I would much rather be like, oh, girl, yeah, I feel sexy as fuck tonight, but oh, girl, I felt ugly as fuck on Thursday. You know what I mean? Versus coming to people on Thursday, be like, guys, I'm so fucking chopped. I'm the ugliest fucking person in the world. Like, oh my God, now they're going to remember that and they're going to use that. And that's I don't see the purpose, because the thing is, it's a fleeting feeling. It's a fleeting fucking feeling. It is okay for you to accept that you're chopped. It's okay for you to accept that you're having a bad day. It's okay for you to accept that you get nervous, anxious, that maybe you're not always your highest performing self. But the thing is, you got to know that when there's one bad hour, that you have a shit ton of good hours coming up too. That 1 hour is not the definer. And anyone that does make that 1 hour their definer, let's look at the quality of how they feel about themselves and everything in their life, because chances are everything is on shaky ground, because they just don't believe in themselves, because they think having a moment that's bad means that they're just bad. No. Like, that's just not the tea. If anything, you're real as fuck. And You're listening to yourself. That's great. But don't let yourself having a moment of weakness mean that, like, you're fucked. And that you're fucked for good. And also, if Thursday was bad, quit fucking thinking about Thursday when it comes to Friday. Look back on Thursday in 2 weeks and go, damn, I was in the trenches. But not saying, I'm having a good day on Friday. Oh, but remember yesterday? At the end of the day, the day's got to end. Like, let's keep it fucking moving, you know? And that's the thing. I have really noticed that so much that, like, I was in a pattern for so long of, like, trying to be self-destructive or trying to, like, bring myself down or limit myself because I was just around so many people that were, like, so full of negative self-talk. I am glad that we all trust each other. I'm glad that we all love each other and want to be vulnerable and share. But at the end of the day, girl, we got to share those wins too. We got to share that confidence. We got to hype each other up a little bit. We got to hype ourselves up a little bit. When every day is like, yeah, I had a great day at work, but it rained after. Oh my God. Are we ever happy? Like, truly, are we ever happy? Like, I just get to that point where I'm like, you know, and I am huge about, I love a yap. I love a yap, but I also, like, I enjoy a little gossip, a little catch-up sesh, whatever. Sometimes, you know, you get with those friends that they shit talk and stuff. All right, girl, let's get it out of our system. What do we got to say? You know, we got to explore everything. But if that's all you're doing, that's when it gets concerning, right? But at the end of the day, sometimes you can do that in increments, but a good sign of progress is when you're around a group and they're constantly gossiping, constantly tearing other people down, constantly talking about everybody else except themselves. If you can peep that, that means you're in a really good spot. Because I have been in those holes before where it's all negative talk, all complaining about somebody else, all shady shit, all gossip shit, all worrying about everybody else. And I would be in that, like, the hottest news of the day, what somebody else was fucking doing. You know what I was not doing in that period? Anything for myself. At all. Yeah, I was spending time with people, but what the fuck were we doing the whole time? Nothing. You know what I mean? But when you really start hanging out with yourself for real and start not giving a fuck for real, your biggest enemy, truly, at the end of the day, is you. Your biggest supporter at the end of the day is you. And when you have these moments that you're, like, down on yourself, keep that for yourself, baby. Let's process that at home with the kids. And then when we step out in public, okay, maybe at the very end of the night, you could say, oh, girl, I had a really rough morning, so I'm glad we turned that shit around. But don't show up to the function and then go, oh, my God, I felt ugly shit today. Like, oh, my God. So now everybody there is already looking at you like you're just weak sauce. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of forced vulnerability. I'm not a big fan of forced tearing yourself down to meet everybody's level, whatever. Oh my God, Kalen Allen had a video the other day, and he was talking about this obsession with all of us saying that somebody has imposter syndrome or somebody has this thing and that they don't know who they are in their body and that they're comparing themselves to everybody. No. You're taking a fleeting inside thought and you're running with it that it's the biggest thought in your head. Girl, if you're doing shit for real, you doubt yourself. If you're doing shit for real, you compare yourself. But that's a fleeting thought. That is a fleeting fucking thought. Before anything I do that's big, right? Stand up, podcasting, fucking getting on interview, doing anything that I've done, photo shoots. Oh my God. The first thought that comes into my head before I go that I hope I don't look chopped in these photos. I hope I don't sound like I'm stuttering on my words. I hope I don't not land a single joke tonight. Of course I think that. But I also think, girl, you just gotta let it rip. Like, we just gotta let it rip and let it fly, and whatever happens is meant to be. The thing is, when you truly open yourself to the possibility of everything, either accepting that it's going to be chopped or accepting, hey, it could go fucking great, shit goes a lot better than if you are constantly obsessed on what the fuck could go wrong. Oh my God, I'm scared I might look chopped. I'm scared I might be chopped. Honey, maybe you already are. So what you gonna do about that? So this one... Like, it's on my spirit. It's on my spirit. That's how I feel today. The thing of, like, let's try not to be chopless, whatever. Girl, how about we just accept it and we keep it rolling? How about that? Even on our best day, somebody's going to think we're shit. Even on our shittiest day, somebody's going to think we're the best.
Like, girl, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's basically what it is. It matters what you think. And the thing is, you're going to think both about yourself. Just give more attention to the shit about you doing good. Value it. I'm shit. Oh, yeah, I am shit. Okay, whatever. So what are we going to do about it? Next. This was this week's episode of Tangent. Man, are we chopped, chat? What do we think? Leave it in the comments. Do you feel chopped? When's the last time you felt chopped? When's the last time you felt on top of the world? That's what I want to know in the comments. Let me know. All right. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.